Hello, this is Jeff, and I'm touching base from my other place. I didn't know that was going to rhyme. Beautiful weather here in Tennessee. It's sunshine, and we've had days of rain, but I needed it. Don't mind you showing because I'm doing this. I am planting perennials, and you can't see it from a distance, but it's like 50 roses following the perimeter. How do you like my tulips? Hey Kelly, how are you? Don't those tulips look awesome? So this is like a perennial island, I guess. I've almost worked myself to death on this place, but anyway, mostly on the perimeter and putting in a lot of roses. Anyway, if you notice that container in the background, that water tub, you might wonder why is that there? And a salt lick there, that's for bears. So what I don't want them to do, I don't know if you can see that in the background there. There's a hot tub by the picnic table. I don't want them tearing the lid. Get that better. I don't want them tearing the lid of that hot tub off. Those things are expensive. Plus, there's the mess. Hey, Randy, good to see you. Hey, Denny, how you doing? And so, anyway, this is one of these pink, I don't know, pink knockouts, and so I decided to do the whole entire peninsula perimeter that goes all the way around. And anyway, I decided to put in about 50. And oh, by the way, I can't take credit for what's beautiful perennials. I can't take credit for this. When I bought this place, this was here. That's a Rose of Sharon. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? A Rose of Sharon. And if you saw that video I did a little while back where I fell out in that driveway, I broke some ribs. You might wonder, well, then why are you out there doing this? Hey, we live in America, okay? As long as Joe Biden and the government sending out free money, nobody's going to work. That's what they don't get. They said that's going to stimulate the economy. No, it's not. It creates a lot of lazy people. So actually, I've had a lot of help here. So I'm just finishing up some things. But yeah, Randy, it is. Matter of fact, some people are going to be here in just a little bit. So because it is spring, I just thought I would put out some beautiful tulips in some barrels. But anyway, so Danny says, be careful. Uh, yeah, I don't know how to do that sometimes. So here's the thing. I was on a Zoom call with some leaders in Malaysia, and this question comes up in the U.S. too. I imagine in any country that you're in, and that is when people get in a budget mindset. In other words, they live on a budget, and that's it. And they don't want cost. They don't like cost. They don't want anything that changes their budget, what they predicted that they would pay out on, right? And then you're trying to. One of the leaders was saying, "What do you say to people like that to change their mind?" here's the thing. I was on a Zoom call with some leaders in Malaysia, and this question comes up in the U.S. too. I imagine in any country that you're in, and that is when people get in a budget mindset. In other words, they live on a budget, and that's it, and they don't want cost. They don't like cost. They don't want anything that changes their budget, what they predicted that they would pay out on, right? And then you're trying to, one of the leaders was saying, what do you say to people like that to change their mind? I said, you don't. You can't help a poor mindset. I'm not saying totally write off all people that are that way. Please understand there's a difference between being broke and being poor. Broke is a set of circumstances. Poor is a state of mind. And that's the difference. See, there was a time I was broke. If you would have saw me, I didn't have a penny, and you said, hey, you ready to get started? Buy a kit, buy some products. I'd say, I don't have any money. Okay. So there, but it's like what Tony Robbins says, when you don't have resources, be resourceful. So, so what I did was, when I answered the leader, I said, so here's the thing. You have to feel them out. You have to feel them out and really see what's in their heart before you write somebody off. I think that's fair. And so, the only way you're going to do that is by questions. Try to reach their heart by questions. And when then they say, I, hey, I don't want to spend money on that to get started because I'm afraid of what it will cost me. My first question would be, okay, let me ask you this. What is it costing you now? Many times they'll just wonder, what does he mean? What is it costing me now? No, it's already costing you something. When you say that you have to live on a budget, I understand that. What is that like to live on a budget? Do you have everything in life that you wanted? Are you living in the house that you dreamed of? Are you living where you wanted to live? Is there anything more that you wanted to do with your life, like travel? And they said, well, yeah, sure, I like to travel. I love to travel, but I don't have the money to travel. Right. So just understand this, it's already costing you because you're not happy. At the end of the day, can you really say you're happy? And the answer would be no, I'm not happy. Is that the life you want to live to your grave, to the day you die? An unfulfilled life. Look what it's already costing you. So when you look at a business like this that you can get in for less than $200 a month, less than that, you could recoup that back in a day. I don't want you to think about what it's going to cost you to start this business. I want you to think about what it's going to cost you if you don't start this business. That's what I want you to think about. Because it's already costing you that every day. It's been going on for years. Is that the way you want to live your life, an unfulfilled life? See, you have to reach their heart and you have to get them to reason. And only then will the secret person of the heart come out. And then you're going to see whether it's worth going any further or not with those kind of people. And if they're like, well, yeah, you're right, I would like to have that. But how do I know I'll be successful? The answer is you don't. It just depends on you. But here's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to work with you. If you don't quit me, I won't quit you. If you stay in the game and you keep working this, I promise you, I will be there to support you and help you. You won't be alone. That I can promise you. But I won't do it for you. You have to do this, and only then can you be proud of it. Only then is it yours. It can't be said later on, yeah, his partner helped build it for him or did most of it for him. It wasn't really him. I want you to get the credit for this, but I'm going to be with you and I'm going to support you. And if they're willing at that point to show that interest, and they say, well, where do I get the money? Well, if you had a loved one that needed to see a doctor right away, and it was very important, matter of fact, it was life threatening, do you think you would come up with $200? Well, yeah. Okay. So get resourceful. Where is the $200 going to come from? And let's get started. Because it's not that you can't do it. You're just still coming up with excuses. And all of this is being fueled by fear. Fear. Fear to be different. Fear to take a chance that you could be something greater than you are. But you're settling for your circumstances and you're saying you're not happy. You're unfulfilled. Look what it's costing you. Every day it costs you. And that's the way you want to live to your grave? See, it's things like that can really open a heart and get somebody to reason and think. So I just wanted to share that with you, my thoughts on that. Uh, yeah, it was, and here's, one of the other things on that call we talked about is how do you build a large profitable network in network marketing? And there can be a lot of answers to that. But fundamentally, what's at heart with that, with the answer to that question is really your grassroots leaders, the people that you sponsor, those people. Think about it. I don't know where you are in your company, what rank position, but whatever your first leadership rank position is, your first one, I'm not talking about customer. No, that doesn't count. If it's 1,000 points or dollars or 3,000 points or dollars, whatever that is, that's the most important position in your compensation plan. Don't look at the top one, the one that you have to have $1 million a month of business coming in. Okay, I'm not talking about that one. That's not the most important one. Well, you say, well, that's the most profitable one, Jeff. Yeah, but you're never going to get to the most profitable one until you master the first leadership position. And then once you are there, I know you're thinking about what? The next rank position. But here's what I want you to think. I don't want you to think about that. I want you to look down in your team and say, okay, how do I help these leaders get to the first rank position that I just achieved? How do I do that? Well, how did you get to where you are? How did you get to your rank position? Help them do that same thing. You talk to people about your products. You were enthusiastic about your products. And you let them know that there's a business opportunity behind those great products. You got busy doing that, all that grassroots work. You get down there and you help them. Remember, your income will be in proportion to how many people you help. If you don't help anybody, you don't deserve anything. Of course, nobody on this call would do that. But here's the thing. And then once you hit that second rank, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about that third rank position. Sure, why not? That's what you need to do. But how do you get there? You get there by looking down into your team and helping people get to that where? That first rank position. Everything is about the first rank position. The more people that you can harvest to the first rank position, you'll move across that plan. That's how it works, but most people don't work it that way. They don't want, it cracks me up. I'm on Clubhouse and listening to Clubhouse, and they got these 9-figure room, 9-figure room. I'm laughing. How many people in that room are 8, 9 figures? Come on, get real. Let's talk about something that people can believe. something that they really can achieve. And so being relatable is paramount to your success. So again, do that. Focus on the grassroots. Focus on those people that join your organization every month. Find out what it is they want. What do they want to achieve? They're going to ask you, what do I do? Get to that first rank position. And after that, help everyone else get to that first rank position. Get fanatical, get possessed and obsessed with helping people get to that first rank position. And then you'll move across the plan. If that's your focus every month, you'll move across the plan. Yeah. Anyway, those were some of the things we talked about. So now I'm going to go back to what I was doing. And for those of you that missed it, okay, so here I've got some perennials. That is a rhododendron. Beautiful, beautiful. So there's another one to the left of those yellow flowers, another rhododendron, and then one beyond that at the end of those yellow flowers. Beautiful tulips. And then more, these are all perennials because I don't want to do this next year, you know? I don't want to do this next year. This is going to be a one-time thing, so I want them to come back every year. And so I put in about close to 50 knockout roses around the property. And those are daylilies, the green you see in the bushy ones in the back. Anyway, yeah, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. But anyway, thought I'd say hi to you guys, and hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Thanks for checking in, and love all of you guys. Yes, be possessed and obsessed. That's it. That's the key. Take care.